The following broadcast is a copyrighted production of 412 Communications. Any non-personal retransmission of this broadcast without the express written consent of 412 Communications is hereby prohibited.
Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome inside Fred Rust Arena for round two of one of the season's most anticipated rivalry matchups. The Stony Brook Seawolves and the Delaware Blue Hens meeting again at Fred Rust Arena after last night's instant classic of an overtime thriller went the way of the Seawolves by a tally of 4-3. James Witherite joining you all from the 412 Communications press box. Glad to be with you again here on the Delaware Hockey Network on the 412. And here with just a few minutes before the teams take the ice for opening introductions, we're going to take a quick look back as to what happened yesterday. A thriller of a matchup between the Stony Brook Seawolves and the Delaware Blue Hens. 2 goals from James Kazicki for the Seawolves, really driving their power. And they were backstopped the whole way by solid net mining from Steven Reginato. Good for 44 saves on 47 total Delaware shots. There, one of the 2 goals from Kazicki. That one getting Stony Brook on level pegging with Delaware. Scored 2-2 at the midpoint of the third period. Down 3-2 with the extra attacker on in the final 8 seconds of regulation. This drop pass from Ryan Rodriguez led to a Tanner Mahoney goal to tie it up. But 2:24 in overtime with a 4-on-3 power play. It was Paul DeSaro to pot the game winner and hand Delaware an overtime loss on home ice. So we do it again, and we look to the Limestone Pension Associates starting lineups. A few changes on the Delaware side, which we'll look at momentarily. On the Stony Brook side, Seawolves 7-2 now under the leadership of Chris Garofalo. We will see Steven Reginato getting the call between the pipes once again after his 44 save effort in victory last night. Hudson DiNapoli, Nate Legret, and double scorer James Kazicki will start up front. Owen Larson and Dylan Kowalski holding down the back end. On the Delaware side of the red line, Jacob Snellenberg getting the nod tonight. 5-3-1 on the year with a .311 goals against average and a save percentage of .891. Riley Donor and Brady Burke will handle starting defensive duties. And we'll see Dominic Guido's line starting this game, with Guido in point-a-game territory coming into this weekend. 13 goals and 5 assists in 18 appearances for the Blue Hens. Chance DeBolt and Luke Doshin round out that line. Last night, the top line of Justin Guelph, Ryan Rodriguez, and Tanner Mahoney accounted for 2 of Delaware's 3 goals. We'll take a quick timeout here on the Delaware Hockey Network. When we come back, we'll head inside the glass for opening introductions and a special presentation. You're watching the Delaware Hockey Network, and it's all brought to you by the law office of Heather A. Long.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Delaware hockey's B-positive foundation hero, Aiden Graham, taking the ice with the Blue Hens for pregame introductions. And we're delighted to have you all with us here on the Delaware Hockey Network for round 2 of Delaware Stony Brook. Without further ado, we're going to take you inside the glass for the Limestone Pension Associates starting lineups. Hockey fans, good evening, and welcome to Fred Rust Arena on the campus of the University of Delaware. Tonight, the American Collegiate Hockey Association and the Eastern States Collegiate Hockey League present a men's Division I matchup between the visiting Stony Brook University Seawolves and your University of Delaware Blue Hens. Let's meet tonight's starting lineups. For the Stony Brook Seawolves, coached by Chris Garofalo, Andrew Viglucci, and Mike Burdett. Starting in goal, number 29, Stephen Reganato. On defense, number 24, Dylan Kowalski. And number 16, Owen Larson. At left wing, number 19, Hudson DiNapoli. At right wing, number 48, Nate Legrat. And at center, number 70, James Kazicki. And now let's meet the starting six. for your University of Delaware Blue Hens. Starting in goal, a senior from Meadowbrook, Pennsylvania, number 35, Jacob Snellenberg. On defense, a freshman from Denver, Pennsylvania, number 24, Brady Burke. And a senior from Hershey, Pennsylvania, number 18, Riley Toner. Starting at right wing, a senior from Parker, Colorado, number 15, Luke Dosha. At center, a sophomore from Coral Springs, Florida, number 25, Chance DeBolt. At left wing, a senior from Sewell, New Jersey, your captain, number 38, Dominic Guido. And at hero, number 85, Aiden Graham. Your Delaware Blue Hens are coached by Todd Middlemeyer, Jason Baines, Eric Starren, and Mark Zezu. Assisted by student manager Anthony Mazzio. The on-ice officials for this evening's game, as appointed by the American Collegiate Hockey Association, are referees Rob Savastano and Sean Hoppy, and linesmen Tony the Management Armetta and Bob Edwards. This evening, we celebrate the bravery and tenacity of University of Delaware Men's Division I Hockey's B-positive hero, Mr. Aiden Graham. On November 7, 2022, at 5 years old, Aiden was diagnosed with leukemia, a diagnosis that left his family broken and desperate for answers. However, in the face of adversity, Aiden has shown nothing but strength and bravery, and he continues to exhibit that strength with God on his side. He has stayed brave for every needle, every admission, and every challenge thrown at him. Now 7 thriving and on the ice with our Blue Hens tonight. He continues his fight, and on March 10th of 2025, our hero Aiden Graham will complete chemotherapy. Because of the Andrew McDonough B-Positive Foundation and the influence of these student athletes, Aiden now himself is a hockey player. He chose number 85, taking Dominic Guido's 8 and Jacob Snellenberg's 5 from their sweaters and putting them together on his own. A newly minted Delaware Blue Hen. Starting at hero, number 85, Aiden Graham. Aiden, we now invite you to come to center ice. Dominic and James, we ask that you join Aiden for a ceremonial puck drop. Aiden, James, Dominic, thank you. And now, Blue Hens, Seawolves, fans, we ask that you all direct your attention to the American flag located directly above center ice as we honor the United States of America and those who defend this nation with the Star-Spangled Banner. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. It is go time from Fred Rust Arena. Hens making their final preparations. Jacob Snellenberg getting the call for Delaware. 5-3-1 on the season with a goals against average of .311. The management, Tony Pepe Armetta, ready to drop the puck. On Saturday Night Hockey here in the First State. Stony Brook traveling from right to left, east to west here in period number 1. Their away red kits. Delaware moving from west to east, left to right in their home whites. Ready for the start, they're off. Do not adjust your monitors, that warm tint, a byproduct of the lights turning on rapidly at the conclusion of pregame introductions. Working up the left wing boards and throwing the puck in is Donor. He pursues, but it's steadied by Owen Larson behind his own goal. Left to D partner Dylan Kowalski. He works this up the left wing boards. There's no icing here. Puck caroms to the far corner of the Delaware zone, where it's swatted out by Donor to Mahoney. Guelph Rodriguez with a hard shot just 54 seconds into the game, but it was off its mark. Here's Guelph weaving through traffic. Centering pass, Mahoney couldn't bring the puck down. DiNapoli dumps this in behind the net, steadied by Snellenberg. Danny Berg advances this up the right wing boards. Tanner Mahoney shovels this to Guelph. In come the Hens again. First shot of the game coming from Justin Guelph, held on to by Steven Reganato for his first save of the night, 80 seconds into the contest. Face off at the near circle. In comes Cody Diaz. With a face-off across from Nick Newman. So the centers that started the proceedings yesterday. Meeting to the left of Steven Regginato, whose 44 saves earned him first star honors at Stony Brook's 4-3 overtime win over the Blue Hens. Berg waiting. He leaves us to his D partner, Shane Straubinger. This puck is sent the length of the ice, and it will come back an icing with 18:14 to go in opening period play. Face-off is going to come to the right of Jacob Snellenberg. Diaz joined in the circle by Will Cormanick. This shot from Valenti held on to by Snellenberg. Face-off moves to Snelly's left. Will Cormanick once again meeting with Diaz and winning the draw. Nakagawa with a quick shot from the top of the circle, but it was blocked. Kowalski holding the point. Puck battle in the near corner, trying to generate some space was Cooper Smith to no avail. This is taken away by Muley. Shoveled by Coughlin from center. Oh no, he didn't have the center line. And this, by maybe a foot, is going to come back an icing. My, oh my. Smith crashing the net off the draw, couldn't get one through. Hens counterattack broken up. The Diaz pass intended for Keller was swatted by Justin Nakagawa back up ice. Shot from the right point off the stick of Nestepny. Was broken up in net front congestion. Diaz too early. Taken away at center and launched in by Puccia. This is Keller with the advancing pass beyond Trevor Early. Now Early bulldozing through. He looked to get a shot away, but a stick lift from the stern by Joseph Lumtavis broke up that chance in close. We're 3 minutes in to a scoreless hockey game. Jacob Snellenberg up with his third save of the evening. The face-off moves to his left. Entering the 4th minute from Fred Rustarina. Doshin volleys the puck from blue line to blue line, recovered by Valenti for Stony Brook. Back into the Delaware zone, the headman pass from Newman led to a shot from Shemeka, which was wide. Here's Newman again. Pressed back up to the line by Donor. Guido lays a hip into Owen Larson, who tried to bulldoze up the right half wall in deep, and ultimately forces the turnover. Guido, after gaining the zone centering pass, Doshin had still trailed the play by a good 15 feet. Guido stripped of the puck by Valenti. Protecting is Mahoney, trying to walk in. This shot from Guido, just above the dot, was well off its mark. Berg to Mahoney up the middle, here he comes. Hard shot through traffic into the stick of Steven Regginato. 2 saves so far tonight, in addition to his 44 in the Seawolves 4-3 win yesterday. Protracted. Wolves launch the puck clear off the neutral zone draw. It's studied by Snellenberg. Glove down at center by Haskins. Recovered by Berg. This is Rodriguez. Opening fire from the dot. No goal, hand pass, says Sean Hoppe. No goal. The puck was directed into the net by a hand. And we're going to take a closer look at it here on the 412 Communications Instant Replay. We'll see if we've got it on the alternate camera angle. And we'll view that right now. So on cam 2, there's the initial. Yep. There was the hand pass. On that second camera angle, we could very clearly see Rodriguez bat the puck forward, and it was played on by Diaz. And that, as astutely observed by referee Sean Hoppe, enough to overturn what otherwise would have been a Delaware goal. Coughlin's shot easily batted down. Infanger laying a punishing hit on Kowalski. But he's able to work the puck up ice to Wenrick for the dump and change. Infanger the other way, checked off the puck, turning and shooting and scoring was Lomtavis. Bar down, 6:06 into the first period. Off the turnover. Lomtavis all the way. Giving the Seawolves their first of the game. Stony Brook goal, his first of the season, scored by number 20, Joseph Lomtavis. Time of the unassisted goal, 6 minutes, 6 seconds in the first period. Lomtavis is first unassisted at 6:06. DeBolt trying to protect his own line. He gives it away to DeSaro. Here's DeSaro again, confronted by Panapresso. Panapresso facilitating the takeaway. But Rodriguez gave up the puck in the neutral zone. 1-on-3 for DiNapoli. Kowalski protecting the point after DiNapoli gained the zone. Kazicki threatened by the body of Goose as the battle piles up in the far corner. Mahoney could not walk out of the Delaware zone. Now he swats the puck free, but it's held in, but only just by Ted Valenti at the right point. 7.5 minutes in from Fred Rust Arena. It's a 1-0 hockey game. Advantage the Seawolves of Stony Brook University. Noah Goose, the recipient of a cross-ice pass, plays the carom shot to the far corner, trying to connect with Guelph. I don't know. That's a pretty generous icing here. Burke's even questioning it. And this is going to go back to center by all appearances. If you've been injured on the job or in a car accident, you know just how challenging and overwhelming the recovery process can be. That's why having a trusted and caring representative by your side is essential to help you navigate the complex world of workers' compensation and personal injury. The Law Office of Heather A. Long will guide you through every step of the process from filing your claim to representing you in hearings and appeals. To schedule a free consultation, call the Law Office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-LONG or visit injuryde.com. 2-on-2 for the Blue Hens. Here's Cade Coughlin. Looking for the wraparound. He couldn't set up Diaz in the low slot. Donor holding the point. Haskins trying to slow up that cutting move from Cade Coughlin in from the corner and succeeding in that endeavor. Berg recovering for Delaware. Advancing past to Muley. Too much for him to reel in. Haskins again. Working behind his own net. Hassled by the forechecking A.J. Muley. Turnover forced. Shot from Straubinger from the left point was wide. We are 9 minutes in to a 1-0 hockey game. Nakagawa to Haskins. Puck bounces into the netting and out of play. Face-off will come just above the Stony Brook blue line. Infanger and Cormanek in for the ensuing draw. Infanger hassled by Valenti in the corner. Cycled the puck to a falling Louis-Mathieu Ruel. Infanger trying to hold the line, overpowered by Cormanek. Play migrates into neutral territory. Straubinger in front of his own bench. Trying to keep the puck out of the Delaware zone. There's a two-a-side battle. Straubinger and Infanger, and now Guido pulls back deep into his own zone, looking for time and space. To Berg, across to Straubinger, and up the left wing boards. This goes Infanger. Centering pass came from early toward Dominic Guido, but he couldn't connect with his man. Fast break counterattack. Semeka through traffic. This is deflected up and out by Snellenberg. And with 9:46 to go in the first, we've got a pause and play. Planning for retirement doesn't just happen overnight. For 35 years and counting, Limestone Pension Associates has helped small businesses craft and administer pension plans for their workforces. Learn more at limestonepension.net. 7 Snellenberg shots, 6 Snellenberg saves on a Saturday. Haskins bobbled the puck, fed to him at center point, and this is cleared. Haskins recovering in neutral territory. Trying to cut through the middle was DeSaro, but he was stripped of the puck at center. It's lobbed in behind the Stony Brook goal. On the stick of Goshen now in the near corner. Coming to 11 minutes completion in the first period from Fred Rust Arena. Stony Brook with a 1-0 lead. It was the goal from Joseph Lomtavis off the D-zone turnover from the Blue Hens that put the Wolves on the board. Rodriguez, stick handling, winding up, couldn't shoot one through traffic. Burke failed to hold. Donor back deep into his own zone. To Mahoney, cross-ice feed, evades the reach of Justin Guelph. He chases the puck down in the near corner of the Stony Brook end. 8:18 remaining in the first. Kazicki taking a hit from the forechecking Ryan Rodriguez, but the Seawolves maintain possession and control. This is shoveled up the right wall by Kazicki, volleyed back the other way by Straubinger. Icing waved off this time as Berg pulls back behind his own goal. Under 2-ply forechecking heat, he advances the puck to his D partner, Straubinger, who walks in. Centering feed behind the back of Coughlin ends up in the far corner and was cleared out by Liebold. Driven back behind the Stony Brook goal. Chased down by Wenrick. He heads up the right dots back into Delaware territory. Pitch to the far wall by Coughlin. Long shot after barely holding the line right into Snellenberg's pads. With 7:16 to go in the first, we've got a pause in play. Center face-off coming up. Sounded like the puck struck the rafters. Loud, sudden, and generally unalarming. Pretty healthy crowd on hand here at Fred Rust Arena for this Saturday night tilt between the Wolves and the Blue Hens. And we've got our first penalty of the game. Slashing the call. Against Nakagawa. So for the first time tonight, the Delaware Blue Hens are on the Delaware Sports Medicine Power Play. Learn more at desportsmed.com. Stony Brook penalty was assessed to number 13, Justin Nakagawa. 2 minutes for slashing. Time of the penalty, 13 minutes, 14 seconds in the first period. Nakagawa 2 for slashing at 13-14. Hens lost the zone, the re-entry ruled offside. Bolt and Kazicki taking the neutral zone face-off, and Valenti launches this puck clear. Berg, Guido, Straubinger, DeBolt, and Doshin on to kick off this power play. It's the second wave trying to make something happen as we enter the final 6 minutes of the first period. 2 of Delaware's 3 goals last night came with the man advantage. But it was the first wave who accounted for both. One from Rodriguez and one from Donor. Guelph on the re-entry. Big guns on now for the Hens. To Mahoney. Played high to Rodriguez. Guelph at the near half wall. Mahoney down low, posting up net front is Diaz. Crisp puck movement, the setup from Donor led to a Guelph shot that was blocked. 5:20 to go in the first period. Tanner Mahoney off the recovery, pressed to the near wall by Wenrick. Cross ice feed, centering pass from Rodriguez to Diaz, but he was canceled out in the low slot. Will Cormanic's got a one-on-one the other way now, a 2-on-2. Semeka off the drop pass, pressured by Guelph, got a shot through into the paddle of Snellenberg. Here's Mahoney trying to dipsy-doodle through traffic back the other way in the waning seconds of the Nakagawa slashing minor. 4:45 to go in the first period. There a shot from Diaz, ricocheted off the backboards. The Wolves are full strength. Donor with a chance a few seconds after the penalty expired. And up with the save again. Is Steven Reganado. Fresh players coming on for Delaware with 4.5 to go. And a 1-0 deficit still to try to erase. Bringing out the big guns tonight here on the 412. Our videographers are Saunders Penn and Sydney Butler. Our production assistant, the stat man, Eli Swope. Inside the final 4:12 in the first period. Stony Brook 1, Delaware 0. Stony Brook came into the weekend ranked 24th in ACHA Men's Division I competition. Delaware, after winning 2 of 3 games at the Chicago Showcase, rose from 40 to 22 in the blink of an eye. The Puccia shot was on target, saved by Snellenberg. Guido the other way. Driven into the far glass by Lontavis. Here's Doshin behind the net. To DeBolt. Back to Doshin it goes. Traffic awaiting net front. Puck is taken away from Doshin by Nestepny. Nestepny in a 1-on-2 split the wickets with his shot from 40 feet, but it was paddled by Snellenberg to the near corner. Final 3:15 in opening period play. Physicality mounting in the Delaware zone, and now Doshin emerges. He gains red before dumping the puck into the near corner of the Stony Brook end. Coughlin sandwiched by a pair of Seawolves, taken off his feet. Hoppy and Savastano say play on. Donor's rocket of a shot from the left point, blocked in traffic net front. This is offside. Brady Burke, freshman defender for Delaware. Paired with Riley Donor on the top combination. His face-off coming just in front of the Delaware bench with 2:42 to go in opening period play. More about Brady Burke. Only 2 points in 19 games played so far this year, but he's certainly made an impact in terms of grit, physicality, and aiding this Delaware breakout. More the stay-at-home type to contrast with Donor's 200-foot style of play. Final 2:15. Valenti tries to launch a cross-ice pass from deep in his own zone. Ultimately to no avail. Here are the Hens again, 2-on-3. Spinorama from Rodriguez failed to materialize. Chipped in by Panapresso. Mahoney battling for position and possession, had some help from Guelph. Guelph, Mahoney, one-timer was wide. Rebound chance on the doorstep. Rodriguez couldn't get stick on puck. 96 seconds to go in the first period of a 1-0 game. Rodriguez chance did not make it on net, so Reganado still with a half dozen saves. Guelph off the post! Best chance of the game for Delaware so far. Final 72 in the first period. Here's Ryan Rodriguez again, winding up. This goes into the netting and out of action. Attacking zone draw won by Infanger. We've reached the final minute of opening period play. Newman from out of the pack behind the net. Advances the puck up the right wing boards to DeSaro. But the Stony Brook counterattack disintegrates. Straubinger pulls back behind his own goal. Here the restart for Delaware. Infanger and Ruel together with Early in a 3-on-3. Drop pass to Early. He chipped the puck into the near corner. It is recovered and taken away by Nastepny. This goes out with 25 seconds to go in the first period. Gloved down by reserve netminder Tyler Rozelle. And the face-off coming up will take place just above the Stony Brook blue line with 25 seconds to go in the first. Smith leaves this back to Valenti. Trying to cut between defenders was Cormanic. Burke recovering for Delaware. Final 10 seconds of the opening period. Brady Burke, one last opportunity for the Hens. Long shot. Was gloved down by Reganado, and that, friends, will do it for the first 20 minutes. At the end of one period, the score. Stony Brook 1, Delaware 0. We'll be back on the Delaware Hockey Network after the first intermission.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
time for the second period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Welcome back inside Fred Rust Arena. 20 minutes in the books. Delaware staring down a 1-0 deficit. Stony Brook Seawolves open things up. 6:06 into the first. Cody Diaz saw his goal waved off early in the first period, as he was ruled of having played a hand pass. And then on the other end, 6:06 into the first period, Joseph Lomtavis finding the back of the Delaware net. And here he is, Lomtavis, scoring his first goal of the season. 6:06 into opening period play to give the Stony Brook Seawolves a 1-0 lead at the end of 20 minutes. Tony Armetta set to drop the puck on period number 2. Kazuki Mahoney, top centers. Here we go. They're off. Second period begins with Delaware now moving from east to west in their home whites. The Seawolves of Stony Brook in their away reds, moving from west to east, left to right, the way we see it from the 412 Communications press box. "21 seconds in the second period. A second Stony Brook penalty. It is Hudson DiNapoli going off. The Hens head to their second Delaware Sports Medicine power play of the night. DESportsmed.com, the place to go to learn about Dr. Brad Bly's offerings for athletes of all ages and abilities. Stony Brook penalty was assessed to number 19 Hudson DiNapoli. 2 minutes for slashing. Time of the penalty, 21 seconds in the second period. DiNapoli, 2 for slashing at 21 seconds. Hens 0 for 1 on the power play. They were shut out during their man advantage on the Nakagawa slash late first period. Again, they scored twice on the man advantage yesterday. Guelph, cross slot feed, reeled in by Mahoney. To Donor, top of the zone. One-timer was blockered away by Reganado. Guelph protecting near side. Diaz back to Guelph. He leaves this again to point man Riley Donor. Give and go to Guelph. Centering pass through the slot beyond the reach of Mahoney to Rodriguez. Rodriguez has to pull back. He's pressured by Semeka at the top of the zone. Here's one on the doorstep net front trying to jam the puck in. It was Cody Diaz, but the last word goes to Reganado. Cody Diaz trying hard. Close but no cigar. Half a minute remaining on this Delaware Sports Medicine power play for the Blue Hens. Straubinger behind his own net. Lets the outlet pass go to Guido. Back to Straubinger it comes. He drops this off to Danny Berg at the point, but it's batted off the backhand of Nakagawa back deep into the Delaware end. Closing seconds of this Delaware Sports Medicine power play. Guido accelerating, shooting from the far circle. Was DeBolt, but wide of his target. And the Seawolves are full strength. There's Straubinger taking aim from the top of the left circle. Reganado with an easy save. He's 10 for 10 in that department. Will Cormanick bulldozing back into the Delaware end. He got slowed up in close. Puck is recovered by Berg for the Hens. We're nearing the 3-minute mark of the second period. Stony Brook with the lone legal score of the game. Smith, the intended recipient of the DeSaro feed. He couldn't reel on the puck while marked in the low slot. This is worked up ice. Ahead to Berg, but the puck caught him in the shoulder. Back the other direction comes to Stepney. Cross ice pass ricochets off the far half wall. Newman to DeSaro. Protected by Semeka. Fanger recovers a loose puck, and Doshin shovels it the rest of the way out of the Delaware zone. L.M. Ruel. Tied up by Wenrick. Reaching for the loose puck after retracing his steps. He's got support from Infanger, but he gives it away. Newman to last night's OT game winner, DeSaro. And DeSaro flips this ahead towards Semeka, but the back-checking Jack Keller, protecting inside the Delaware line, launches the puck back into the Stony Brook end. 15:40 to go in the second period. It's 1-0 hockey game, advantage Stony Brook. Semeka gloves an airborne puck down. He steps into the zone. Newman, centering pass. And we've got a penalty. What have we got? Panapresso going presumably for a cross check. Rolled a hook. 4:33 into the second period. And this is the first Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill of the night for the Blue Hens. Schedule your first cleaning today at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. The Delaware penalty was assessed to number 26, Luke Panapresso, 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 4 minutes, 33 seconds in the second period. Panapresso 2 for hooking at 4:33. Winding up from distance, Cormanick. Shot was wide, even though Snellenberg got a piece of it and tipped the puck into the backboards. Larson on the re-entry. To Nakagawa in the far corner. Trying to push this puck free was Ruel. He backhands it out of harm's way, and that sends Kazicki back into the neutral zone to recover. 50 seconds remaining on the Panapresso hooking minor. This is Justin Nakagawa. Drop pass to Wenrick, back to Semeka this comes. Semeka, Wenrick again. They play keep away top of the zone. Semeka bobbles the puck as it comes back to him round about the dot. Burke pounces. He lays the body on Semeka, and this is cleared up into the netting. And out of play with 13:51 to go in period number 2 from Fred Rust Arena. Make a truly all-American meal the centerpiece of your next team event or special occasion. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky in nearby Claymont, Delaware can cater your next group event, offering pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken on a daily basis. along with a variety of sauces and sides that are sure to please any appetite. Visit Sid's at Suite C26 in the Tri-State Industrial Center on Ridge Road in Claymont, open Monday through Saturday for takeaway lunch. Or to place a catering order, call 302-439-4937 or visit sidsbbqandjerky.com. Early took a punishing hit. In the near corner. So we're going to see he and Semeka collide. Looked to be a hockey play gone wrong. We'll see if anything comes of it. Here with 5 seconds remaining on the Panapresso hooking line. The main question at hand, where does play restart? Todd Mittelmeyer feeling it should be in the neutral zone. The Pepe Armetta spots the face-off to the right of Snellenberg with 5 seconds to go on Stony Brook's first power play of the night. Hens come away unscathed on the PK, and here's a 2-on-2. Guelph to Rodriguez, shot. He tried to pick the top corner, but that was tipped offline by Reganato. Larson slowed up as he tried to exit. Kazicki's got the puck trapped. Protracted battle breaks up. And maintaining for the Hens briefly was Mahoney, overpowered by Legrette. He puts on the brakes just inside the Delaware line. He plays the carom shot behind the net. Loose puck, corralled by Mahoney. He dishes this ahead to Justin Guelph, across to Straubinger. His shot, the top of the circle, goes up into the netting and out. With 12:26 to go in the second period of a 1-0 hockey game, advantage the Seawolves of Stony Brook. Friends, if you're like me, healthy living is important, and Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help you and your family stay healthy at home with periodic sanitization and disinfecting of your trash and recycling bins. Schedule your first cleaning today at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Stepnita Puccia. The advancing pass intended for Lomtavis was too hard for him to reel in. Eight minutes gone of the second period of a 1-0 hockey game. Stony Brook with territorial advantage, and they're trying to pad their lead. The close-up shot from Gusevic was blockered down and away by Snellenberg. So he's 12 for 13 in the save department tonight. Play halted in the Stony Brook zone. Looks like another Delaware hand pass, so this comes back to neutral territory with 11:37 remaining in the second. Draw one by Diaz. Panapresso gives this away. Here's a 2-on-1. Newman lost his shot lane. Good back check from both Goose and Muley. Excellent back check by A.J. Muley to take away the shot lane for Newman. High danger situation, 2-on-1 fast break counterattack. Good hustle, though, from both Noah Goose and A.J. Muley to turn an A-grade chance into a C-grade chance. Panapresso just held the line. Solid heads-up play from the freshman out of Warminster, Pennsylvania. But here's Valenti the other direction. He put on the brakes at center before launching the puck deep into the Delaware end. Diaz to Muley. Shot was blocked. Secondary chance was wide. Panapresso protecting the rebound. Did throw one on net. Sticked away by Reganado. Diaz time and space off the stretch pass, but it ran out as Cormanic patrolled the near wall. Early leaves us to Donor. He threw the puck in close. Cormanic got a stick on it. Now it's controlled again by Trevor Early. Good to see him right back in the game, too. After he got rocked in the near corner just a few minutes ago. Early right back out. I don't think he missed a shift either. 3-on-2 Seawolves attack. Nakagawa was bothered amid his shot attempt. We've passed halfway in this contest. Icing waved off by linesman Bob Edwards as Owen Larson was ruled able to play that puck. The Hens trying to capitalize and maintain attacking position and momentum. Give this away. Haskins, long pass to Kazicki. A shot and a save from Jacob Snellenberg with 9:21 to go in the second period of a 1-0 game. We'll see the close-up on the 412 Communications instant replay. Kazicki with Stony Brook's 14th shot of the night. And Snelly responds in kind with save number 13. Mahoney trying to beat the back checkers. Rodriguez couldn't get stick on puck. It was in the low slot. Kazicki the other way. Putting on the brakes was Legret to ensure an onside entry. Napoli's pass attempt broken up by the reaching stick of Shane Strominger. Rodriguez flips the puck from blue line to blue line and then some. It's turned the other way by Wenrick. Rodriguez turned it over to Liebold, but the shot never made it on net. D-zone turnovers have been the trouble spot for Delaware tonight. Liebold shot from in close. Directed by Snellenberg to the far wall, and here's a 2-on-2 for the Hens. Guelph tried to take aim from 27 feet, didn't have the angle. 2-on-2 the other way. Liebold kept high by DeBolt. Took aim from the top of the left circle, shot was wide. This goes up into the netting, off the stick of Stepney, and we've got a pause. Victorious in the attacking zone draw. Pissarro to Semeka. Fanning on the puck was Kowalski. Here's Semeka from close, but that was wide and high. Puck rolls all the way back into the Stony Brook end with 7.5 minutes to go in the second period. Larson's breakout pass was disrupted. Here's DeBolt walking in from the dot. Shot, tried to pick the corner, but it was wide. The chance is starting to rain in for Delaware. Doshin tried to set up Goose in the slot, but he lost his shot lane. The follow-up pass intended for Guido was intercepted. This will come back. Seven minutes to go in the second period. Chris Garofalo making his opinion on the icing call heard. So no change availed the Seawolves. Modern media, like Chris in that moment, everybody shouting for attention, but no one hearing a thing. So how do you get your voice above the fray? 412 Communications has myriad solutions to build bridges between your brand and its clientele, your team, and your fans. Broadcast to social, print to digital, whatever the case might be. Book editing, graphic design. The 412 team will put their 40-plus years of experience to work for you. East Coast, West Coast, and everywhere in between, including Lexington, Kentucky. Let's talk about how to get you noticed. 412communications.com. 6.5 to go in the second period. A 1-0 defensive struggle with the Stony Brook Seawolves in control of the terms. Kazicki tried to find Wenrick at the point to generate some space but lost the zone. Haskins finds pressure from Rodriguez. Play is whistled dead by Sean Hoppy. What's he got? We shall soon see. Haskins with a hook. So Delaware Sports Medicine power play time for the Blue Hens. Learn more at desportsmed.com. The Stony Brook penalty was assessed to number 73, Jackson Haskins. 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 13 minutes, 58 seconds in the second period. Haskins, 2 for hooking at 13:58. A barrage of vulcanized rubber fired toward Regattato, one of them getting on net. And another as DeBolt tried to jam in a rebound, but to no avail. Berg to Guido, far side. He throws one off the pads. DeBolt gets a secondary chance in, but it rang right off Regattato's pads. Nobody home to try to roof the rebound opportunity. 70 seconds to go on this Delaware Sports Medicine power play, third of the game for the Blue Hens. Puck is tied up in the far corner. Scrum breaking up. Nakagawa tried to protect for the Seawolves, and this is wristed out by the backhand of Kazicki. New penalty killers coming on for the boys in red. Meanwhile, Straubinger pulls back behind his own goal. 4:45 to go in the second. Top unit on now, Diaz. Stretch pass finds Donor. Cross ice feed hacked down by Mahoney to maintain control. Mahoney walking in, shot blocked by the skate of Owen Larson. Donor held the line. 15 to go on the power play. 4:15 to go in the period. Stony Brook 1, Delaware 0. Rodriguez, Diaz, Donor, one-timer, Guelph, he shoots and scores! The Storm strikes to tie the game. Justin Guelph on the Delaware Sports Medicine power play, and it's 1-1. .405 to go. Got another glimpse at it here. Justin Guelph with the one-timer from the dot. And we are all knotted up, friends. Delaware goal! His 10th of the season. Scored by number 21, Justin Guelph. Assisted by number 18, Riley Toner. And number 22, Ryan Rodriguez. Time of the power play goal, 15:55 in the second period. Guelph's 10th from Donor and Rodriguez at 15:55, a power play goal. Stony Brook penalty was assessed to number 58, Jake Gusevich. 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 16 minutes, 45 seconds in the second period. Gusevich, 2 for hooking at 16:45. So it's back to the Delaware Sports Medicine power play for the Delaware Blue Hens. After the storm, Justin Guelph leveled the terms with 4 and change to go here in the second period. Kormanek rifles the puck clear. He's on this PK together with Larson, Wenrich. And now Kazuki and Valenti moving in with Nakagawa, all to join Larson. Top unit on for the Hens. And Diaz makes it 2! The Iron Man with the go-ahead. Pops one in net front. Delaware has taken the lead. Mahoney walking in. Drops this off to Guelph. Back to Mahoney, centering pass. Diaz buries his 5th. And we've got ourselves the first Delaware lead of the night. Oh, Delaware goal! His 5th of the season. Scored by number 37, Cody Diaz. Assisted by number 36, Tanner Mahoney. And number 21, Justin Guelph. Time of the power play goal, 17 minutes, 31 seconds in the second period. Diaz's 5th from Mahoney and Guelph at 17:31, a power play goal. So they entered the first period trailing. Rather, they entered the second period trailing. It takes a special kind of team to enter the first period trailing. If you tuned in last night, make your own conclusions. But entering the second period trailing, Delaware now enters the final 75 seconds of the second period, leading 2-1. Play stopped by Rob Savastano with 72 seconds to go in the second period. A puck out of play, some sort of interference or the like. Puck is down and action resumes. You know, words are hard sometimes, friends. This covered for the pause by Snellenberg. Kormanek and Diaz in for the near side draw. And we come to the final minute of play in the second period. A period that has been all Delaware. Goals from both Guelph and Diaz on the power play. That's 4 special teams goals for the Blue Hens this weekend. Panapresso looking to give Delaware another before heading to the dressing room, was wide on his attempt from the half wall near side. Haskins lays a body on Goose. Here up the right side comes Semeka back into Delaware territory. He was double teamed, but he got a shot away. And Snellenberg deflects it offline. Follow-up chance came from Nakagawa. And the whistle sounds with 6.5 to go in the second. A couple scrums developing. One around Snellenberg's office, the other not too far away in the slot. And the face-off with 6.5 to go in this middle frame. Comes to the near dot in the Delaware zone. Kazicki and Infanger. Mismatch in the face-off circle going Stony Brook's way. Ruel's going to stick handle out of the Delaware zone, and that brings the second to its conclusion. At the end of 2 periods, the score, Delaware Blue Hens 2, Stony Brook University Seawolves 1. We'll be back on the Delaware Hockey Network after the second intermission.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family.
It's time for the third period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
A tale of two periods from Fred Rust Arena. Heading into the second, down 1-0. The Hens potted 2 on the Delaware Sports Medicine power play. And they head into the final 20 with a 2-1 lead over their arch rivals, the Seawolves of Stony Brook. Justin Guelph with his 10th of the season put the Hens on level pegging with 4:05 to go in the second period. And here Cody Diaz finding the back of the net, making this a 2-1 hockey game. Ready to go. For period number 3, Kazicki and Mahoney take the opening face-off, and off we go. The deciding period of the second of 4 meetings between these two teams. They'll meet for a set in New York in middle January after the Hens host Colorado at IUP in their first week back from the winter holiday recess. Here's Justin Guelph up the middle. Slowed up by the reaching stick of Smith, who gathers in the puck 20 feet inside his own blue line. Kazicki leaves this back to Kowalski. Thrown up the right wing boards. Doshin couldn't reel it in. Straubinger protecting it. His own line does. He lofts the puck in off the backboards behind Steven Reganato, who has saved 17 of the 19 shots he's faced tonight. That after stopping 44 of 47 Delaware attempts yesterday. Wenrick play action behind the net. Nakagawa flubbed the cross ice pass. It's reeled in by Smith. Wenrick skates a tight circle looking for time and space. Another pass gone wrong. Berg to Straubinger behind the Delaware cage, and here comes Chance DeBolt accelerating up the right wing boards. He gets a shot away after gaining the line, but it was right into Reganato's pads for save number 18. Semeka the other direction. Desperation shot thrown toward the cage, skipped wide of the post by a good couple feet. DeSaro hassled near side. Stepney protecting the point amid traffic. Doshin takes the puck away. He throws it to the far side. And Cade Coughlin comes barreling into the Stony Brook zone, but he's angled to the far corner. Keller to Muley. Panapresso bobbled the puck at the point. He chases back to center to try to regain. Haskins gained to the center line before launching the puck the rest of the way into the Delaware zone. It's tied up by Louis-Mathieu Ruel. Puck sneaks loose. And we hear the whistle of Sean Hoppe with 17:13 to go in the third period. Nick Newman is going to be ushered off for a high stick. Delaware Sports Medicine power play coming up for the Blue Hens. Two goals already with the man advantage. Can they make it a third? Stony Brook penalty was assessed to number 61, Nick Newman. 2 minutes for high sticking. Time of the penalty, 2 minutes, 47 seconds in the third period. Newman, 2 for high sticking at 2:47. Diaz to Guelph to the top of the zone, Donor. Guelph looking for his second, puts on the brakes at the dot. Donor, Guelph with space this time. Cross slot pass, bobbled by Rodriguez. Mahoney working behind the cage. Valenti takes the puck away and he rolls it up the far wall. Ted Valenti wearing the 14 that once belonged to Rob DiStefano. Half the penalty. Assessed to Newman complete. Doshin walking the line. Leaves us behind the cage. One-timer, Rodriguez scored! Ryan Rodriguez makes it a 3-1 hockey game. He's got a baker's dozen on the year, and Delaware's got a 2-goal cushion. And it was the hard work of Luke Doshin to generate the passing lane to Guelph and the subsequent shot from Ryan Roy Rogers Rodriguez to get his 13th of the year and make this a 3-1 Delaware lead. Delaware goal! His 13th of the season. Scored by number 22, Ryan Rodriguez. Assisted by number 21, Justin Guelph. And number 15, Luke Doshin. Time of the power play goal, 3 minutes 54 seconds in the third period. Rodriguez's 13th, from Guelph and Doshin at 3:54, a power play goal. $15 to go in the third period. Delaware's 3 goals, standing a lot better against Stony Brook's 1. This shot from Newman as he loses his balance was steered wide. This is offside. Kowalski tried to carry the puck in. He thought he put the brakes on, but linesperson Bob Edwards had other ideas. 14:41 to go in the third period. Delaware with a little bit of breathing room tonight. A 3-1 lead, 16 saves on 17 shots so far from Jacob Snellenberg. Burke tried to find Coughlin up the neutral zone. That pass intercepted. Puck launched in from distance by Valenti and paddled out by Snellenberg. One day they'll learn. Face-off coming to the right of Regalado. Play stopped in the Stony Brook zone. Here are Mahoney and Kazicki. For the attacking zone draw. Guelph takes a shoulder from Kazicki into the far corner boards. This will be an icing. We come right back with 13:57 to go in third period play. 3 power play goals tonight for the Hens. Guelph, Diaz, Rodriguez. This pass from Valenti sails over the glass and out. The mysterious Fred Rust Arena organist getting in the Christmas spirit as the strains of Leroy Anderson's Sleigh Ride race the previous stoppage. Mahoney, Rodriguez, Danny Berg net front, tried to jam one past Regalado to no avail. Mahoney again to Justin Guelph. And he comes surrounded by a sea of red. Rodriguez trying to get Guz's first. And an interference call from Sean Hoppy grinds play to a halt. With 13:04 remaining in the third, and it's going to go against Noah Guz. Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill time for the Blue Hens. Schedule your first cleaning today at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. The Delaware penalty was assessed to number 27, Noah Guz. 2 minutes for interference. Time of the penalty, 6 minutes, 56 seconds in the third period. Goose, 2 for interference at 6:56. Wenrick from distance let a shot go from center point. It was saved by Snellenberg and subsequently cleared. Wenrick from behind his own goal. Gets this back from Kazicki. DeSaro, Kormanek, and Nakagawa are the other 3 Stony Brook attackers on this power play, which is 50 seconds complete. DeSaro, Nakagawa working the corner. Back to DeSaro, stepping up to engage him is Coughlin. Keller, Burke, and Early, the other penalty killers. This is deflected up and out by Snellenberg, recording his 19th save of the night. 12:03 to go in a 3-1 Delaware hockey game. Wenrick across the line. Nakagawa bobbled the puck, and Straubinger sends this up ice. Wenrick pressured by Early. Cuts across the middle. He carries this nearly end to end. Skates a circle near side. Early plays the body on him. Good back-checking pressure. The senior out of Killingworth, Connecticut. Wenrick could not head man it to Nakagawa. Nakagawa in the corner. Kazicki shot. Saved by Snellenberg, and we've got another Delaware penalty. Rob Savastano calling a hook on Shane Straubinger with 11:24 to go. So a brief 2-man advantage coming the way of Stony Brook, and we're going to take a quick timeout.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Recovery from an...
Jacob Snellenberg, solid in net for Delaware so far tonight. Here we go. 20 saves on 21 shots. To look at Snelly's sparkling numbers. And that Straubinger penalty was for hooking at 8:36. Now 5-on-4. The power play has afforded Delaware all 3 of their goals. It's time for the penalty kill to do their share of the heavy lifting. Pivotal man advantage for the Seawolves. They've got it for another 82 seconds. The shot from Larson. Nearly lost by Snellenberg, but he kept it in front of him. L.M. Ruel could not clear. Here's DeSaro. He had the game winner yesterday. He's stripped of the puck by Early. He comes driving into the Stony Brook zone in a one-on-one with Larson. He quickly becomes outnumbered as Smith joins the play, and here up the left wing boards comes Alex Semeka to start up Stony Brook's second attack. 40 seconds left on the man advantage. 10 minutes to go in the game. Delaware 3, Stony Brook 1 from Fred Rust Arena. Hens got a point in an overtime loss yesterday. This Valenti shot is blockered up, over the glass and out with 9:50 to go. Delaware in their last 3 games have earned 5 of a possible 6 points. Can they make it 7 of a possible 8 in their last 4 before heading to the holiday break? Early in the season, they certainly had some things to put together. But after being swept at home by Ohio, they've really come back in a big way. Wins over Navy, Arizona State, Roosevelt, and 9.5 minutes away from defeating their conference rival Stony Brook. They've got a 2-goal lead, and they're midway through the home stretch to try to hold on. Valenti's shot from the dot. Blocked down and away by Snellenberg, and the Hens are full strength. They killed off 2 consecutive penalties. Brady Burke works this up ice to Tanner Mahoney into a 1-on-3. Couldn't gypsy doodle through a congested slot. He was angled by Kowalski to the far corner, but could not maintain his momentum. This is Rodriguez. Hoppy backs out of the way. Rodriguez walking the line. Tried to Michigan, but to no avail. Guelph leaves Burke a one-timer. Right down the pipe and held on to by Steven Reganato. First star last night with 44 saves, but it's been a lot tougher sledding the second time round for the Stony Brook netminder. 8.5 to go. DeBolt and Cormanic. Cormanic wins the draw. This is chipped off the near glass. Back into the Delaware end where Riley Donor recovers. It comes back to Donor at center. Volleyed back to Nastepny. Donor again. Sends this into the near corner of the Stony Brook end. Kowalski confronted by DeBolt. Will Cormanic into a 1-on-2. Smith joining the rush. Drop pass to Smith. He looks shot, give and go. Snellenberg scrambling. He got some help from the back checking Riley Donor to block the far side. Nastepny's long shot blocked by Guido. Good sacrifice from the senior forward to keep this a 3-1 hockey game. 7:40 remaining. Icing waved off as Doshin took the angle to the puck. Heads up play from the Coloradan, but Nastepny tries to set up Cooper Smith the other direction. He flubbed the shot off the feed to the dot. Wenrick sticked at by Berg, held up at the line by the Albertan Cade Coughlin. Haskins spun his way to center. Is this going to come back? Didn't look like an icing from here, and the consensus from the Quartet and Stripes is that it indeed was not. So a center ice face-off between Lomtavis and Mahoney restarts play as we now enter the final 7 minutes from Fred Rust Arena. The Delaware advantage over Stony Brook in their second of 4 meetings. This season. Now the final 6. DeSaro cycles to Newman. Centering pass, a close-up shot from Kowalski. Turned aside by Snellenberg. Puck tied up behind the Delaware net, held in by Kowalski, and he scores. 5:33 to go. And the Seawolves get one back. Here it comes again. Born of a D-zone turnover. Was it Kowalski? No, it was tipped in by Nick Newman, scoring his 4th of the year. Stony Brook goal, his 4th of the season. Scored by number 61, Nick Newman. Assisted by number 24, Dylan Kowalski. Time of the goal, 14 minutes, 27 seconds of the 3rd period. Newman's 4th from Kowalski at 14:27. And just after the goal, another Delaware Sports Medicine power play, awaiting the Blue Hens. The Stony Brook penalty was assessed to number 44, Colin Wenrick. 2 minutes for delay of game. Time of the penalty, 14 minutes, 51 seconds in the 3rd period. Wenrick, 2 minutes for delay of game at 14:51. And what have we got here from Hoppy? Rodriguez getting an interference minor plus an unsportsmanlike conduct minor, all on the same shot with 4:39 to go. So 4 minutes on the board for Rodriguez. And now after a minute and a half of 4-on-4, the Hens will end up on a Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill for 2.5 minutes, with their 3-1 lead having been cut in half. Delaware penalty was assessed to number 22, Ryan Rodriguez. 2 minutes for interference, plus 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct. Time of the penalty, 15 minutes, 21 seconds of the 3rd period. Rodriguez, 2 for interference, plus 2 for unsportsmanlike conduct at 15:21. DeSaro looking for the game-tying goal. Could not beat a trio of Hens. Here's Burke racing back up ice into Stony Brook territory. He was steered behind the net. Cycle to Donor. Centering pass. Guelph lost the puck in the skates of the defending Kyle Nastepny. 3:40 to go. Delaware with a 3-2 lead. Even strength for another 27 seconds. Donor waits a beat before flipping the puck in. Diaz taken down by Nastepny in a battle for net front position. And Savastano says play on. Final 200. James Kazicki Scorer of 2 of Stony Brook's 4 goals yesterday. Stick handles into the near corner. And now the Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill begins for the Hens. 2:22 down a man. DeSaro. And Wenrick. Nakagawa tried to jam one in net front. No. Didn't have the angle he needed. Back to Wenrick. This goes 2:45 remaining. Wenrick working the line. Cormanic. Kozicki was thinking one-timer in the mid-slot, but he couldn't get stick on puck. Wenrick just held the line. Infanger keeping him pressed high. Ruel, Donor, and Burke complete the quartet of penalty killers. Now 2.5 minutes to go. This comes back to Wenrick, top of the zone. That's blockered away by Snellenberg to the near corner. Final 2:20. DeSaro. Across again. To Wenrick, it comes back to DeSaro. Wenrick. DeSaro fakes the one-timer. Cross-ice pass. Cormanic tops the puck. It's knuckled high and behind the cage. Steadied by Nakagawa. Burt couldn't get to it in time. 2 minutes to go. 80 seconds remaining on the Rodriguez unsportsmanlike conduct minor. This is left to Wenrick. One-timer. No. DeSaro had thoughts of it from the left dot. Trying to repeat what he accomplished yesterday. A lazy shot thrown in from 22 feet. Was into the pads of Snellenberg. Cleared back to center. Enough time for the Hens to get a few sets of fresh legs on. Semeka's chance from the right dot. Waffle boarded away. And the Hens clear. Cochran trying to stick handle in Stony Brook territory as much as possible. 80 seconds to go in a 3-2 game. Advantage Blue Hens. This is kicked free by Semeka. Left to Justin Nakagawa. Down to the final 70. Stony Brook net is empty. Minute remaining. Six on 4. Will Cormanic. In he comes. Snellenberg with the save. And here it comes again on the 4-1-2 Communications instant replay. 48 seconds remaining. Cormanic through traffic. Snellenberg holding on for dear life. Nine seconds to go on the man advantage. 48 seconds remaining. 6 on 4. Nakagawa. Shot was blocked up into the atmosphere. Hens back to full strength. Half a minute to go. Wenrick, pressured by Rodriguez. Pulls behind his own goal. Flip behind Semeka. He steamrolls Mahoney, kicks the puck to himself, but it's taken away by Guelph. We're down to the final 15. DeSaro winding up. Slap shot well wide off the corner glass. Nakagawa drives this in behind the net. Final 5 seconds. And Mahoney's going to skate it out. The Delaware Blue Hens come back to defeat Stony Brook 3-2 in a hard-fought regulation thriller from the first stage. And for Delaware head coach Todd Mittelmeyer, that is his 100th win at the helm of this Delaware program. Tonight's final score, Delaware Blue Hens 3, Stony Brook Seawolves 2. Final shots on goal. Stony Brook 30, Delaware 26. Fans, it's time for the Sid's 3 stars of the game. Tonight's third star with a goal and an assist for Delaware, number 22, Ryan Rodriguez. Tonight's second star with 28 saves in victory for the Blue Hens, number 35, Jacob Snellenberg. And the number one star of the game with a goal and 2 assists, number 21, Justin Guelph. And special mention to Delaware head coach Todd Mittelmeyer, who at the helm of this Delaware program scored his 100th win behind the bench. Your Delaware Blue Hens return to home ice. On January 10th, when the Buffaloes of Colorado University come to town, followed by a weekend set against the Crimson Hawks of IUP. So that will do it for us here on the Delaware Hockey Network on this Saturday evening, as the Blue Hens, powered with 3-1 lead, see it cut back to a single goal by Nick Newman, and then hold on for dear life to stave off a 6-on-4 Stony Brook attack and improve to 10-7-3 on the year with a 3-2 win over the Seawolves. For Penny, for Butler, for Eli, for MJR, for Broadway Joe, for the whole crew, James Witherite saying thank you for your company. Happy holidays. We'll see you soon on the Delaware Hockey Network, brought to you by Heather A. Long.